Position number 7, it's white to move. Now the solution. First of all, you always go for the checks, so this is the 4 possibilities. And once you have spotted that the bishop has a discovered attack on the bishop and also on the king, then, well, the knight check becomes pretty obvious. Knight g5 is slightly more precise than knight f6, simply because if black takes, with knight takes f6, he attacks white's queen, also there will be a square for the king, so knight g5 it's just the same but better. Knight g5, black takes, then we have this check, and it even doesn't matter what black does, we will mate him. Here with bishop g5 or queen g5, or if he takes the bishop, we still can mate him. Just in case if you're wondering, there is also a second possibility in this position, and this is queen to g6. After black takes, there is now the discovered attack, and we finish the position 1 move faster. This is a fascinating mate, and I do consider it to be a pretty beautiful one. But it doesn't matter which win you do, even if with knight g5 you just simply win a queen. A winning position is a win, so you don't need to go for the most beautiful or fastest mate in the position. Position number 8. Now to the solution. Here we have a slight difference to the last position, since we need to play carefully. There is the queen that is attacked, and we can actually take the queen, but winning the queen doesn't win us the game, since if you check for material, you are 2 pawns down. So black needs, for example, to play c6, then king to c7, and he's 2 pawns up, and I don't see a clear win for white. So it's still a good move, because being 2 pawns down is better than being a queen and 2 pawns down, but that does mean that you should check for other active moves. Maybe there will be a different solution. And if you did that, then you might have come up with this move, knight to f7. It's actually, you have only 2 checks and you can check them. And after knight to f7, black has to move to c8. Now again, there's only 2 checks to check for, and one of them wins you the game, since it results in a back rank mate. So this is the solution, where you just mate the opponent's king instead of taking the obvious queen. Position number 9, it's white to move. Now the solution. The position was a bit of a bait, and I wanted you to come up with knight to d2 check, with the reasoning of, well, the king is checked, now the bishop is also attacked, and you can actually take it with a check. So you have won a piece, and you're still happy with the position, you're forcing black to give up the exchange, and in the end we can agree that this is a draw. And certainly this is a decent continuation at a starting position, but you probably didn't check for all the active moves. And if you did, then maybe you came up across this continuation. So you start with knight to g3 check. Now you can certainly check again on f1, and it will be a perpetual, which is a draw again. But instead there's also a second option for giving a check, and if you would have spotted rook to h1, I guess then you would have played it straight away. Since the idea is, well, bishop has to take, and then you mate the king, because he cannot move to any different square. And this is the solution.